Hello, beautiful people. It is me, Belle, and today we are going to be talking about the origins of early forms of age roleplay and regression and how it has actually shown up throughout our history. So welcome to my podcast. My podcast is called The Soft Talk, where we dive into the softer things in life. So throughout time, throughout history, we are learning that age play, regression, these things have always been a part of history and life. And how do we know that? We have seen it in art. We have also seen these things happen in Greek mythology and stories. So the idea of age play or role play, or what we now today call adopt babies, it's nothing new. I always say there is nothing new under the sun, and I truly, truly believe that, because I do believe that we live in a society where we may think that things are so brand new and cutting edge, and it's actually been around forever, for longer than I've been alive, sometimes longer than our grandparents have been alive. These things have been here. So we're going to take a look at how age play has appeared throughout history, throughout times, and in cultures. Like I said, this isn't anything new. This has always been around. Long before what we today call age play, what we see on TV entertainment and TV shows has always been around. In historic early rituals and symbolic regressions, we will begin to trace how age play has evolved into more modern contexts, okay? So did you know that there has been ancient symbolic age role play throughout our time? Many cultures feature rituals where adults assume younger or older roles for symbolic purposes. For example, coming of age, sometime having transitional ceremonies, and even in festivals, we have seen that they have explored with the idea of age play. It has happened. So, yeah, we have even seen these things in different art. In historic art pictures, we have seen cherubs and we have seen Cupid. These are historic art figures that we know of, where they have deities that are in childlike states, wearing diapers and appearing to be childlike. What history has shown to me, and maybe that's everyone else, this is my podcast, I mean sharing my thoughts and ideas, is that there has been a form of age regression awareness throughout time, if we actually look at it. While these are not the same as what today's kink community may call age play, they do show that age role differences has long been a part of human experiences throughout our history. And like I said, in art and in ancient stories. For example, we see it in masquerades, season rituals, role reversals, mythological stories of gods taking on child or elder forms. In Norse mythology, gods would eat like a godlike fruit, and they would eat this fruit whenever they felt like they were aging or getting too old. And when they would eat this certain apple, they would return back to youth and sometimes back to infancy. Heraclitus, also meaning the playing child, it's a metaphor that illustrates that the universe is in a state of constant flux, and that humans beings are most fully themselves when they are engaged with the world in a playful and dynamic way. By engaging in youthful play and reverting back to a childlike mind, it sets up human beings to be more connected to the world, to the universe, and to self. That is through the Heraclitus dynamic. So these rituals often served as communal or psychological functions, letting the inner child be more dominant and breaking the hierarchy of norms. And that kind of like goes in today. Like we see that today where we see a lot of people who express through age regression how they feel more connected to themselves in youthful play, cartoons, games, playing with dolls. And for some, it does center themselves. So what we're seeing here is that this concept isn't new, that it has been something that has been going on throughout history. The concept of regression, or temporarily entering into a younger state, appears in various therapeutic and religious traditions. Disclaimer, as we dive deeper into this, I want people to know that when we talk about age play or age regression, that we are talking about relationships between adults. We are not talking about relationships with minors or with children. These are with consenting adults. As time has evolved, we can see a sense of early erotic role play of age differences. As societies developed erotic literature and role play, the notion of age differences becomes more prevalent in some age regression and some adult baby play, where we see like mentor student LLDG. We see older and younger dynamics, master and submissive. These things start to appear, and they all are a basis that are under age regression and under the family, I believe, of adult baby, of age regression, of all of those things, because when you go into these roles like mentor and student, younger, older, master, submissive, mommy, baby, we are talking about a role play where someone's mind is reverted back to like a younger state that's more in a mindset to be a little bit more younger under someone's guidance. So yeah, I feel like it all goes together. We must clarify again that we are not discussing underage sexual exploration or abuse. The focus is on consensual adults in role play, or consenting adults who are finding therapeutic ways to find themselves or to be more who they are through regression or age play. Modern researchers emphasize that age play among consenting adults is not the same as pedophilia. And I know some people like to confuse those two throughout history, and it's not. They are completely separate, because we're talking about consenting adults who are talking about role play as a way of therapy, as a way to center themselves, for some as a coping mechanism. And when people enter into these types of lifestyles, we see them mostly in adult forms, and when we have partnerships going on, these are with adults. For example, there's an article called Little Effects and Aesthetics in Sexual Age Play that came out in 2019. It examines how adult women or how adults interact in age play and how they articulate their experiences, shifting among age roles and moods. It explores how littles identify and how they express themselves. A quick teaser, we're going to be diving deep into this in my next episode. So I hope everyone is intrigued and you stay focused as we will move forward and talking more about little effects and how people identify and how they express themselves. So I hope you will take a listen. This is Belle, and I want everyone to remember to find the softer things in life. Bye to all of my beautiful people out there.